Seva and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be talking all about the underactive thyroid, so hypothyroidism. But before we get into the video, make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss out on my videos. Alright, let's get started. So if you haven't seen it already, definitely make sure to check out my other video on hyperthyroidism. I'll link it up right here. This is with the overactive thyroid, and I tell you all about it. I tell you exactly what it is, the different symptoms, and a good diet to go by if you do suffer with it. But in today's video, we're going to be doing the exact opposite, and we're going to be talking about hypo or underactive thyroid. So this is literally going to be the exact opposite, where your thyroid is not producing enough of the hormones. Now here, your heart rate, your body temperature, your metabolism, everything can still be affected, just in a bit of a different way. Now you typically see hypothyroidism in older women. So here you may experience fatigue, cold sensitivity, dry skin, weight gain, and even constipation. Now if you haven't seen it, definitely make sure to check my video on constipation and a diet that is going to be really good to help you guys out with that. Now, if you hear me say this is more common in older women, or you hear me referring to myself or my mom or something like that, it's just because this is more prevalent in older women, and women more specifically, so females. So just like in my other video, I mentioned the thyroid hormones, and I called them T3 and T4 just because it's easier to not get them so mumble jumbled and mixed up and pronounce them and everything else. So that's going to be exactly what I'm doing here today. So whereas in overactive thyroid, you're producing too much of the hormone and your metabolism is super fast and you might experience weight loss and everything like that. Here it's going to be the exact opposite. So you're not going to be producing enough of these hormones, and this is going to be slowing down your metabolism instead. So this is why you might experience, drowsiness, tiredness, or putting on weight. So I will get into the symptoms here, but just foreshadowing, of course, the diet is going to be different here than the other video that I had, because whereas you're looking to, not have as much energy or caffeine or anything, and you're trying to be gaining weight, like it's going to be the total opposite here. So just like in the other video, the hormones are going to be doing the same thing. So hormones T3 and T4 control how quickly your body is going to be burning energy and how quickly reactions in your body happen. And your metabolism is affected by it, so your metabolic rate, just like I was saying previously. So your body weight and how much you sleep and all the same things, except here everything is just under, like it's not producing enough. So here, hypothyroidism, the symptoms kind of happen gradually, so you'll see them happening little by little, and then you'll be having more and more and more on the list as time goes on. And you will notice a gradual slowing down of your bodily functions as opposed to the other way around. So lethargy and wanting to just sleep all the time is such a common symptom. And also always feeling really cold. So instead of you're getting older, you went through menopause and you got hot sweats and things like that, you're always cold here. You might notice your skin feels very dry and lighter in color, more pale than usual. There's not as much of pigment to it. Brittle nails, coarse hair, thinning hair, all that kind of stuff. Your muscles may be sore, you might just feel very weak. Your voice can even feel very hoarse, which is definitely not normal. You may have symptoms of depression. Your memory and concentration can also feel a little bit foggy and not normal. Like I said earlier, you might notice some weight gain or some constipation. I have a video on constipation right here, some really good diet tips for you here. Unfortunately, fertility issues and miscarrying is an issue here. Heavier, irregular, or prolonged menstrual periods is definitely a symptom. And the more obvious ones are a slower heart rate and, again, the appearance of your thyroid. So your thyroid gland is right here, kind of is like a butterfly shape right in your neck. And you'll notice that it will look bigger and more pronounced and swollen. Now there are different causes of hypothyroidism, one being an insufficient amount of iodine in your system. So this is a trace element mineral, and if you don't have enough of it in your system, this can cause hypothyroidism. Now again, there are also autoimmune diseases that can cause this, bunch of different causes. I'm not a doctor that is going to diagnose you. I'm just telling you different symptoms, what can cause it, but more importantly, the diet and what you can do to try to help. So of course you can go on, some medicine and get some thyroid replacement drugs, the hormones. They just come in, like a little tablet. You can have the thyroxine and T3 and T4 hormones to replace them. But this is a trial and error thing. It can take, months and months to get the right dose. You'll take a dose or whatever it is that the doctor gives you, you'll go back, get some blood work, check things out, and just kind of go from there. But here, as always, I'm going to be giving you the dietary approach to really just try and control your weight and just help with that weight gain and help with your energy to make you feel less tired. Now, unfortunately, weight gain is a key symptom when it comes to hypothyroidism, and sometimes just the diet isn't going to be enough. I mean, you definitely have to talk to your doctor, but the diet just might not be enough with what you're going through, and you might still have to go through some sort of hormonal replacement therapy as well as changing your diet, but definitely talk to your doctor first. So my goal here is to at least maintain the weight that you have now. If we can decrease it, then of course that would be a goal. But main goal is to just at least maintain it and to prevent gaining any more additional weight. So as opposed to my other video with an overactive thyroid, I didn't really mention exercising too much because that's not the main key there. You're already losing a lot of weight and your metabolism is crazy. Your hormones are all elevated. Here it's the opposite. So here I would recommend, getting your exercise in. It's going to be a huge help to increase the amount of weight loss that you guys have, of course, along with your diet, because your diet is going to be key here. So you want to get a lot of cardiovascular exercise here. Now, I hate when people just say like cardio, that, the treadmill and the elliptical and the whatever. Cardiovascular exercise. Cardio, your heart. Like, is it working your heart? Is your heart beating? Do that. Now, I also have plans on making another video just on this topic of fasted cardio, but I would recommend doing something like that here if you want to do some cardiovascular exercise earlier in the morning before you've had like a really big meal. But if that's not something for you, like I don't purposefully fast. I just my body has a natural fast, and right when I wake up in the morning, I literally can't eat. My body's like, nope, not today. You're not hungry. You have to just you gotta wait. You gotta wake up all the way, get your body moving and go. So for some people that's not practical or doable, and that's totally fine. Go ahead, have your breakfast, work out later in the day, after work, whatever it is. Whatever suits you guys for your schedule and your needs. Now, as always, these meal plans that I tell you about are going to be completely customizable. Just look at it as a skeleton. Like I always say, you can totally swap things in for things that you can't eat or hate or have an allergy to or whatever it is. But just try to keep it as close to the skeleton as possible. I think it'll really help you guys out. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do is wake up. Wake up. Please, wake up. If you want, like I said, do some cardio in the morning, do some exercise. If you have an elliptical at home, if you want to just go around the block with your dog, just try and do something. If you can't, or your work schedule, it doesn't work that way, you don't want to wake up at, 4, so you're showered by 6 and you're out the door 6:30, whatever it is, I totally get it. And it's just going to be light cardiovascular exercise, nothing crazy. Don't wake up and run a marathon and then go do some weight training and then have a heart attack. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I don't even do that. So next is breakfast. So I would recommend something like I typically say, a porridge with some skimmed milk, or if you want to use, almond milk or something like that. I know oat milk has become really big these days. I use almond milk typically, but I have found this really good coconut milk. It's kind of like a coconut water and milk mixture. I mean, I wouldn't put that in a breakfast cereal, I don't think, but it's good. Then add some sweetener here, so some sugar. If you don't like or want granulated sugar or cane sugar, you're more than welcome to use honey. I use honey a lot. I'm a cinnamon and honey type of girl. Then you're going to want to have a glass of some fruit juice here. Now try and make sure that it's, a good actual fruit juice, not just fake fruit and artificial sweeteners and just not good for you because that's not going to help with our goals. And then I would recommend a nice mug full of some green tea here. If you find tea is a little bit too bitter for you, then you can go ahead and add some honey like I had said with the porridge earlier. Now as a snack, you want to have maybe something like a little bit of a fruit, or maybe, you know, slice up some strawberries or go take a banana or something to go with you, and make sure you're drinking your water. Then as you guys know, for lunch, I'm a big fan of sandwiches. So here, where I typically say, you know, have your chicken or your ham with some cheese, here I would recommend cottage cheese for you, or like a low fat or a soft cheese. Mixed salads are always good, but here maybe you want to add some seeds, so maybe like a tablespoon of some sunflower seeds on top. I know my aunt always makes these like wild salads, are so good. And then you're going to want to have a yogurt, so a low fat or a low sugar yogurt. Now like I said, there's times where I like to kind of use a Greek yogurt or something like that and make a dressing out of that. That's always a good option. And make sure you're drinking your water. Now, as a kind of mid-afternoon snack, oat cakes are a really good option here. Maybe some more fruit or veggies, and definitely make sure to be drinking your water. Now for dinner, chicken breast is always good. A white fish or a lean meat is always really good for your protein. Now for your carb, I usually have jasmine or basmati rice, or you can do a whole wheat pasta. You can boil some potatoes or add a sweet potato. I like both. I typically eat the skin on the normal like white potatoes, and I typically don't eat the skin on the sweet potatoes. I don't know, I just find it like kind of like thick and tough, but that is a good way to get in some extra fiber if you are experiencing some constipation. And veggies. So you can either do a good amount of mixed vegetables, or you can do another salad. Really good here. Get in a lot of fiber, a lot of vitamins, minerals, nutrients. So good. And water. Always be drinking your water. But that's it. That is my meal plan here. Now I will definitely make sure to link everything down below in the description box as always, so you can go back and reference it. But that's all I have for this video today, you guys. I hope you liked it and I hope you learned something new. If you did like it, make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss out on my videos. And share this video with anybody that can use it, or just share it in general. Maybe you can help somebody, give them some new information. And as always, if you want to get my exclusive nutrition tips, healthy food recommendations, and delicious recipes right to your inbox, then make sure to head over to my description box, click the link, and join the fam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!